So I went to Luxembourg and I went there just for 2 days. Honestly, I'm feeling so bad because I didn't really sleep almost at all. And I just arrived. The weather is disgusting. It's like 15 degrees. It's not raining anymore, fortunately, but it's not the best weather, honestly. Right now I'm at the city center and I'm going to the palace. Like in recent days I've been feeling so bad, like mentally. Like I have some dark thoughts that cannot leave my mind. So I'm not feeling best, even though it's not like due to some things that are going on. It's just some things that I've been like struggling for some time, and after some time I just started feeling bad. It's that time now. For that I've been struggling with my entire life. So yeah, sometimes it just feels like too much. So, oh, this building is very nice, by the way. I've been to Luxembourg once already, but I was like there. That was my first solo trip, and I planned it so badly. I would spend like entire night in the streets basically, and then I went to Luxembourg and I was totally exhausted because I took this bus that I planned to take anyway, and then I went there because I was like, oh, I didn't spend all this night just to go home right now, because I was kind of very dumb and I didn't take almost any money with myself, so I ended up not having money for a hostel. So I spent the night in the streets of Brussels, just going from one place to another when they were closing. And in the end I was just waiting in front of the train station, and like, yeah, then I went to Luxembourg and I was totally exhausted. And right now I planned it better, but I'm still totally exhausted because I haven't slept last night. So kind of the same. Even the weather is kind of similar, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, actually, back then the weather was better that time. But at least this building is very nice. Yeah, and I ended up being there for a very short period of time because I was like, I didn't have energy. I just decided to go home. That's why I was like, oh, I have to come back because I haven't seen like a lot. The main square looks like this, and I will be walking to the palace, and here I think I see the Notre Dame cathedral, and it's like, I don't know, like everywhere they have Notre Dames, but also like I'm kind of surprised because don't they, like, they have other language, they have Luxembourgish, so it's like, why do they call it like in French? Why? French is such a scary language, such an awful language. By the way, when I was on a bus, I was wanting to sleep, but there was a guy right next to me who was drinking vodka all the time, and he was like, I don't know, he was talking to himself, he was laughing, he was doing strange things, and I don't know, maybe he has Tourette's or something, so I don't want to judge him, but I was kind of scared of him. And he really smelled like vodka, so it wasn't like very pleasant experience, honestly. So I couldn't sleep on a bus the way I wanted to. Oh, here's the palace that I was looking for. I don't know, it looks kind of like, everything looks kind of depressing, but also like the weather is depressing and I'm depressed today, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just not in a mood, I don't know. Yes, does look nice, I admit that. Yeah, like all the streets, they kind of look kind of similar. They like have the similar like beige shades and like, yeah, and similar style. I really need coffee, by the way. I'm sorry if I cannot focus or anything, but I really need coffee. Here's the Notre Dame. Why do they call it French name? Why? Like, I don't know, like French language is horrific. Why? So yeah, here's the church, and I'm going to look for my hostel because I don't know, I have to go to sleep for a moment at least, because like I'm dead. Here I'm standing on a bridge from which the view is often on the postcards. I can see like lower Luxembourg and the castle, like remains of the castle here. This place is kind of nice, honestly. Super weird. I feel like I don't see any people like from Luxembourg. I just see a lot of tourists from different countries, and I know for sure that they are not from Luxembourg because they're speaking other languages that are not Luxembourgish. And even though I don't speak Luxembourgish and I kind of know what it sounds like, it's like sounds kind of similar to German. I hear languages that are definitely not Luxembourgish because they are simply other languages like Dutch or English or French. So yeah, it seems as though like there's more tourists than locals, at least at the moment. I see a lot of tourists, honestly. And the weather is not very good for tourism, but you know, in Europe you never know if the weather is ever good. So my hostel is, and I had to go like downstairs by stairs basically to like the lower city, I guess, and the views were really nice, honestly, but yeah, it's kind of far away from everything in a way that it's like very close, but you have to walk like upstairs, or like you have to walk on those stairs, you know, but at the same time it's close and far away at the same time because it's kind of like lower than everything else. But it's not bad. It's not like that you have to walk so much, but it's just confusing for the first time. So I am right now more like in the new city, and I'm looking for anything that will be open, for like a grocery store that will be open. Somehow here like everything closes even faster than in the Netherlands, and right now it's like 9. Yeah, no, it's even not 9, it's like 8 something, and everything is closed. Even the things that were supposed to be open, like I came there at 8, everything was closed. Something that I didn't expect to buy, and I bought soap. I wasn't completely like, I would never guess that I would buy soap, but I went to a shop and the soap that was there had such nice packaging, and I was like, oh my god, I want this soap. So I bought soap. It had like very, like the soap is from olive oil. I love everything from olive oil, but it's like in a box which is like wooden, and it's very beautiful, and I was like, damn. Because that was a shop from things from different countries. There were a lot of things from Turkey, and that soap was from Syria, and like, oh my god, the shop was so cool. I'm so happy actually I had to go somewhere and buy some food, because otherwise I wouldn't like see this part of the city, because I would probably just go to sleep, because I was thinking about just staying inside. And now I went outside, and that shop, by the way, was not even on Google Maps. According to Google Maps, that shop doesn't exist, so I wouldn't even find it. I found it like completely randomly. And yeah, like this part of the city, honestly, I like it more. It's like, I don't know, like it feels more like a city. That one felt more like a museum. I don't know, like felt strange. And this one, I like it. So yeah, I'm going to that shop.